Howdy on Warlocks Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. 7 days to try and stay alive. Ooh. Apparently I had stuff all the way down here. It's craziness. So, I do need to lock in this. That's the wrong button. This as my home base. Home. Perfect. Gotta lock it in place. Sorry, my keyboard drawer was all weird. Keyboard shelf, keyboard table. I don't know what you call it. I've got a weird one that I made myself. I've told the story before, I'm sure. It's a short one though. So I wanted to make my own table for my keyboards because I use 2 keyboards and my mouse, and I want to make sure there's plenty of room. I'm gonna go over to this town, I think, today. Yep. I'm gonna go every direction but that town. But yeah, so I wanted to make okay, no. So this is what happened. I had a board that I put in my lap that had my keyboards on it. And then my mouse would go on its mouse pad on the arm of the chair. That is how I used to operate my keyboards and mouse. And then my chair broke. And so I bought a new chair. Well, the new chair doesn't fit the board. So that's a problem. And if... Oh, man. That one was on me. I let you hit me. If the board had not been... Or if the arms of the chair weren't so high, it would have been okay, but the arms of the chair are super high, and so they not when you're leaned back, but when you're sitting in the chair just normal, it move the keyboard and stuff up so high, and then there was no room for the mouse because the drawer had to sit on the arms because the board didn't fit in between the arms like it used to. So anyways, I had to make a new table, and so I did. And I built it myself out of pipes, and then it's got a piece of desk that I reclaimed, and some brackets that go around the pipe. They're pipe hangers, I guess. They're not brackets, and so the none of that's funny. But the funny part was I'm talking to the guy because I was in the lumberyard, and I was looking at stuff, and he asked if he could help, and I'm like, well, I'm just looking at stuff, trying to figure out how I want to do a project, and so he was like, oh, what's the project? I'm like, well, I'm trying to build a table to hold my keyboard, and I need it to be pretty sturdy, and I thought I could do that using these boards or these pipes. And he's like, I never heard anything like that. Now, this is not the first table I've seen made from pipes. So I don't know where he's lived that he's never seen a table with some pipes for legs or something. I've seen it several times. So uh, he's like, you don't want that anyways because it's going to make it heavy. And it is a little heavy. But that also makes it sturdy. And my thought process was, I'm always going to be moving it, so I don't want some kind of fragile leg, that's going to break. And so I felt I wanted metal, and so I put steel pipes in for the legs, and then connected them with the other pipes, and you know. And so he was like, "Here, let me show you what you ought to be using." So he takes me over to this box full of different sized wooden dowels. None of those dowels were thicker than my thumb. And he's like, "So you just take these and you use these." I'm like, "Okay, well, how do I put these together?" Because at least pipes, I understood. Put them in an elbow joint, twist it till it's tight, twist the next pipe into it, put another joint on the other end, twist that till it's tight. I get how pipes work. I don't know how to put dowels together without. I just imagine them shattering. He's like, "Well, you get a little drill bit, and you do this, and you do that, and so I'll let you look around this area. This is where you want to get." Yeah, no. I went back to the pipes. I'm just like, there's no way. I don't break something made with these wooden dowels. Like maybe if I made the whole thing out of wooden dowels, like multiple wooden dowels strapped together to make it sturdier, sure. But we're talking my keyboard, my keyboards. I'm always leaning on that, and um, my hands are always draped on it with the mouse, and every time I get out of the chair, I gotta move the whole thing. So I don't know. I don't know why he thought that was a good idea, but it's not what I ended up with. But so the board part slides back and forth on the pipes a little bit sometimes, and so I got to recenter things occasionally, which just involves grabbing the board and sliding it over. Uh, so I just got done watching the first episode of Lovecraft Country. I liked it. It was good. Uh, I was shocked. I had read a review of it, um, and the review had stated that there weren't a lot of monsters in it. Um, and I have to say, the first episode had monsters in it, and they were fun. I liked it. It was cool. Uh, it's set during the '60s, so there's a lot of racism in it, which is, of course, awful. Which is one of the monsters I read in the review, and it is. It's monstrous. It's terrible. Um, uh, I know one of the scenes they get pulled over by a cop, and he asks him if they know what a sundown town is. I was like, oh yeah, yeah, I am well aware of what that term stands for. Uh, Sundown town is a place where uh, non-white people are not allowed after sundown. I'd like to think it's not prevalent anymore, but it definitely used to be a thing. It probably still happens. It probably still happens around where I live. There's some awful people. Get out of my face, zombie. But it was good. I liked it. I plan on watching some more of it for sure. especially if they keep having Cthulhian monsters. That's fun. Oh man, part of that building fell off. Let's see. What else went down? I don't know. I didn't get a lot of regular recording done last week. A couple of times I just got lazy since I already had stuff recorded and just threw in some uh, hidden secrets that I already had recorded, and which is my group Minecraft thing. I think I skipped a 7 Days to Die in there somewhere. There is an exceptional amount of chickens in this game now. Oh, great. My leg is sprained. Maybe I can find a... Is there like a dead tree just in the middle of the road here? What is going on? Oh, it is. It's a dead tree just hanging out over the road. Weird. Ooh. There is... I don't think I've got... Oh, here we go. Oh, dang it. I don't have enough arrows for you to just... There you go. There you go. Really? Really? I just put 3 arrows in this guy, and he did not care. What if I punch a few times? I think I went up a level. No, well, don't leave me. Yeah, we, I don't know what happened to my Sunday. I'm not gonna lie. I know what happened to my Saturday. I guess, was that Saturday? So, I'm gonna die. I don't have a bed down. I need to get a bed down. I need that guy not to hit me in the back and kill me. Oh, that popping pills is inside the hospital. Yeah, that's not happening. I was trying to think what days it went down. So, right. Thursday we went and went and saw the dinosaurs at this cower. That's not a word. Car tour. There we go. It's 2 separate words there, buddy. Oh, and then his head came right off. And you drive your car through. It was pretty cool. Talked about that before. And so then Friday I went and I mowed lawn. And and then oh, right. We had a group event. That's what happened to my weekend. I was trying to figure out what happened. So I go out on the lawn Friday, right? It's super hot out. I was just roasting in the sunshine. I am not an outdoor person. Although it's pretty funny because my niece, one of my nieces, has spent the entire summer as a worker at a camp. Outdoor soccer, swimming, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like twice as dark as she is from the sunshine. And I only go out to mow the lawn. And that's like 4 hours, maybe 4.5 hours each week. But yeah, so go out there and I saw gas, and so I asked them to get me some gas, and they went to the store and they took my gas cans, and so then that was that Friday? No, no, that was Saturday when they took the gas cans. So Friday, uh, no, it was dang it, I don't know what day it was. I don't remember. One of the days they took the gas cans and they put them in the truck, and then they forgot to stop and get me gas. That was Saturday. That was Saturday morning, and so Thursday we went to see the dinosaurs. Friday night we had birthday parties. Um, Celebrated all our birthdays over the summer that nobody celebrated because of the lockdowns, and uh, it was all right. We went to my brother's house, and we usually do that stuff over here, but they've got central air and we don't, and so it's cool little flag thing they got going there. And so we hung out there Friday night, and then Saturday morning they were supposed to get gas, and they took my gas cans, and then didn't get any gas, and then I I guess I had decided that not only did I not have gas to mow the lawn, but I also didn't have anything else I needed desperately to do. And so my plan was to stay up super late Friday night, which I did almost to 5 a.m., just reading. And, oh, I should look at, I wanted to put another point into my punching and get that, was that under the fortitude, right? I want to get another point into this so I can get my 30% chance to stagger. And so I do nothing on Saturday. It was awful. I did zip. I didn't even play video games. I got the Final Fantasy VII remake, and so I started that downloading, and then I just went upstairs, and my sister had one of our friends over, and they were canning corn, um, bagging corn. We don't can it. You cut it off and then you cook it with like butter and salt, and then you put it in bags, and then um, you freeze the bags in your freezer, and then you have corn when you want it. It's really good, and so we do it almost every year. And so they were doing that, and I just sat there and chatted with them all day, uh, and I did nothing. And then when that was over, I came downstairs and I played a little bit of the Final Fantasy VII remake. Of course, it wasn't done downloading because my internet is not fast enough to do that. Instead, I was able to play the very beginning of it, which is pretty cool. It's a little different than the original. Looks amazing. Combat is pretty intense because they've got a half active, half uh, command based um, system, and so it is. It is. I don't think any of the rest of them play like this, so it's definitely because you can switch between characters and you can issue commands to characters and you can attack, but you also got to wait for your attack points, your ATB points to build up, so that you can issue commands and all that stuff is pretty different than what I'm used to. Bell's Bakery. I need medicine or books. Prowlin' Pete's. That seems weird. Oh, I am thirsty, it says. What is a Prowlin' Pete's? Some kind of food place? Well, I was hoping for a stagger, but I'll take a head explodes. Um, but yeah, so I guess I was just having a lazy weekend, and then I'm not even sure what I did Sunday morning. I don't remember. Uh, oh, you know what I did? I did Saturday afternoon was I watched. Oh no, I watched Batman Begins with my nephew who'd never seen the Batman movies because he's too young before. Although I think they probably could have handled the first one. I think it's more the second one that they were leery about. Joker's a tad violent. She's gonna kill me. Zit. That's how I die. Alright, she didn't kill me. She should have. I'll take it though. Uh, is that just so that light can hang there? Oh no! Alright, I guess I'll just keel over dead for some reason. I hope there's a reason you killed me, game. Okay, that was weird. I just keeled over dead. I don't like it. I guess I want to go west here a little bit. And then we'll tag back to the north. And then Sunday night was our group event. It's been a pretty slow few days. Maybe I needed a vacation. I don't know. I was thinking today I should just tell work I'm going on vacation. I haven't done a work vacation like a week where I didn't work in a long time. Ever, probably, actually. That's not true. When I taught classes in college, we had whole segments off, but my current job, I've never taken time off in 3, almost 4 years, I think. I mean, it's not that. I don't want to say it's not a difficult job. It's not a physically taxing job. Let's go with that. It's not physically taxing, a little mentally taxing, but it's not like my previous job. I mean, at least I can listen to stuff or pop up a little window with Netflix going while I'm working, something like that. Previous job, of course, I was talking most of the time, so that job did not lead well to watching Netflix while lecturing students. I definitely prefer this job. What is that a crane? Must be a work site here. Nope, I don't want to hear those. Oh, yep, that is definitely a crane. So I stuck with the book series I've been reading. The second book is much better than the first book. Uh, I found the first book to be a little too political. Um, I have read a lot of fiction. We're talking thousands of books at this point in my life. Dance Till You Die Studio. Over top of a poppin' pills. That has a big open. Somebody already raided the medicine counter. And I have never read a book that hates on politics of uh like they disagree with a political ideology, and I've never read one that harps on it to this extent. It was crazy. Um it's a it's a book about um they discovered a way to open a portal to parallel Earths. Am I not hitting her? And and they decided that I mean, it was lacking in the details beyond we hate the political party, and so uh, it they found a way to open in the book a way to open a portal to parallel Earth, and then the plan was to secretly move as many people who believe in the same political party uh, as them to this parallel Earth that doesn't have any people on it. And so which is fine. Like I don't have a problem with political party or hating on it or whatever. That's fine. But there were so many chapters in this book just hating. And I was like, I hate to put a book down once I've started reading it. I don't think I've done that very often in my life. And I like the concept of the alternate Earth. Um, and uh, I mean, this isn't my first. Okay, I don't mean to say that I'm necessarily against these things, but it was very military enthusiastic, I guess. I read a lot of war fiction, so it's not like I don't see where they're coming from, but there was a lot of civilian hatred, um, and uh, and anti civilian government oversight of military. Um, I guess, and I haven't seen this. I don't know. Anyways, I mean, it didn't ruin the book necessarily. It just was, I don't necessarily agree with what's being said in this book, and I wish they would get on with the story part and stop harping on the political structure of a place they're not even going to stay at. Uh, like, I get it. You want to go to another world where you can be left alone. Sure, that sounds cool. I feel like that point in my punching has really helped. And so, so yeah, so it was a bit bizarre to get started with. But once they made it to the other worlds, and it does definitely suffer uh, from we believe we believe in that everyone should have the right to be who they want to be, but only as long as they agree with what we think should be the way they ought to be. Itis, I guess. uh, and so, anyways, once they get to this other world, um, honestly, the second book is a lot better. Uh, if it wasn't that the first book explains how they got there and maybe why they got there, I'd tell people just start at book two because book two is so much better. In book two, well, in book one they mentioned that they get invaded. They'd gotten invaded, and a whole town got wiped out. And so it turns out that uh, there's more than one parallel Earth, which I guess I would have assumed if I could open a doorway to a parallel Earth, I should be able to open a doorway to another parallel Earth, right? And the problem is that people live in that other parallel Earth that are antagonistic toward outsiders, uh, which is funny because that's kind of the thought process of a lot of the people who, are in the book. And so they, I want to see if there was like a passing gas, some crates in here. There is. They're way up there though. How do I get way up there? Well, I'll tell you how I'm going to get way up there. I'm going to use these. But so in the second book, now that they're there, they had picked up this dude who was from the other Earth, and then he has been helping them understand their world, and he basically joins them, and then they're very well, they're slaves to people from another parallel world, and they're kept in a constant state of warfare so they can be controlled. And so, at the point I'm at now, they have offered them a place on the new, which is really bizarre. Like we believe that everybody should get to do what they want without oversight. This is basically their whole pretend theme, and then they're like, we don't like these outsiders being in our world. So now you know, some of the outsiders are there to like kill them, but they're already talking about setting up a reservation for the new people who showed up. Like, you got a whole world where you brought 1,000,000 people to an Earth, right? 1,000,000 people to an Earth that never had people, and you're worried about this small group of 30,000 people and where they're gonna live. All right, Mr. I think that everybody should be able to do what they want. But yeah, they're all right. Like I said, I'm enjoying the second one a lot better. It's gone away from the politics end of things for the most part, and is mostly focusing on the uh, military fiction end of things, which I enjoy. All right. All right, well, I think this is probably nice, some glue, where I am going to call it for today. So with that, be better than the small things, lean into the light, and I will talk to you later.